Nice. Nice. Now let's move on to the next tweet. 어젯밤 날씨는 환상이었어요. 바람이 솔솔 불어 잠이 잘 오는 그런 밤이었어요. I look forward to these nights. I haven't had one in a very long time. So you have, yesterday night weather was fantasy. Wind soft blew and sleep came well. It was kind of a night. Okay, so this is a good start, but we need a couple of, let's see, edits. Yesterday night. Now, 어젯밤 날씨에 대해서 얘기하는 거잖아요. So you could just ask apostrophe and S. So yesterday night's weather, 어젯밤 날씨, was fantasy. Fantasy. Now, fantasy is a noun. You need an adjective, right? So how about fantastic? Fantastic. It means the same thing, but in this context, you need an adjective. So yesterday night's weather was fantastic. Wind soft blew. How about wind blew softly? 솔솔 불다. The wind blew softly. Softly. And sleep came well. Sure thing. Let's just keep this. Sleep came well. It was kind of night. How about it was that kind of a night? That kind of a night. So, 그런 밤이었어요. It was that kind of a night. So altogether you could have yesterday night's weather was fantastic, wind blew softly, and sleep came well. It was that kind of a night. I really look forward to these kinds of nights, and therefore I was really excited to make my recommendation as well. Korean sentence says, 어젯밤 날씨는 환상이었어요. 바람이 솔솔 불어 잠이 잘 오는 그런 밤이었어요. And here's my recommendation. Last night was beautiful, beautiful. A night with a gentle breeze that eased me to sleep. Now I have a colon there, and the use of colon is quite simple. If the clause that comes behind the colon is an extension of what you have in front of the colon, it's a parallel sentence. So you could have, last night was beautiful. In the specifics, what made the night more beautiful? A night with a gentle breeze that eased me to sleep. Gentle breeze is the same thing as a wind blowing softly, and ease me to sleep is, of course, 잠이 잘 오게 해줬다, 이런 뜻이죠. So all together, repeat after me. Last night was beautiful. A night with a gentle breeze that eased me to sleep. Eased me to sleep. All right. On that note, we are ready to move on to my favorite segment of the day, which is Celebrity Tweet. Let's go. Now, Celebrity Tweet is where we approach translating by taking a closer look at famous people's tweet. And today I want to talk about a very infamous Brazilian novelist / poet named Paulo Coelho. And of course, this man is very well known around the world for being kind of wise and witty at the same time. He has a number of books out in his name. And I actually follow him on Twitter because he tweets quite often and he has a lot of wisdom to offer to the world. And I think I have a lot of respect for this man, particularly because he's quite humble, wise, and witty at the same time. And I think it's quite difficult for a modern novelist or a modern writer in general to acquire all these characters and still remain successful. So I have a lot of respect for this man and highly recommend following him on Twitter. And most recently, he had this to say to the world. Dreams and love are just words until you decide to experience them. Repeat after me. Dreams and love are just words until you decide to experience them. Now, of course, this means 꿈과 사랑이라는 단어 또한 당신이 나가서 경험하기 전까지는 그냥 단어일 뿐입니다. Quite beautiful, right? A lot of us experience life and we're kind of stuck in this time frame where we want to get everyday's chores done and we have a set of responsibilities that we need to get done. So we forget that these are just graspable concepts, right? That we put aside on a daily basis to get everyday's routines done. So one more time, dreams and love are just words until you decide to experience them. So how about a tweet to Paulo Coelho? What does that look like? Beautiful lecture. Thanks. No more fears. I will now try. So what are you trying to say here? 아름다운 말씀 감사합니다. 이제 겁은 그만 내고 도전하려 합니다. Right on. That is the spirit. So I like that you have the word beautiful lecture. 아름다운 강의 또는 아름다운 말씀. Beautiful lecture. 감사합니다. Thank you. Now, what you're trying to say here is, I really appreciate your words. I'm going to start being a little bit more proactive with my life as well. So I have a whole set of recommendations, but let's try fixing this up a little bit to make it a little bit more smooth and a little bit more friendly. Beautiful lecture, thanks. Now, I want to move thanks to the beginning of the sentence because it flows just more naturally if you have it at the beginning of the sentence. Thanks for the beautiful lecture. Thanks for the beautiful lecture. And of course, this is lowercase. Thanks for the beautiful lecture. No more fears. I will now try. 이제 겁은 그만 내고 도전하려고 합니다. Now, I like the words no more fears, but I want to make a different recommendation today, which is I'm going to stop running. I'm going to stop running. Because you're going to start trying, right? So it's a quite famous saying in the States. I'm going to stop running from my problems. I'm going to stop running away from my problems. You can just shorten it and just say, I'm going to stop running. And what are you going to start trying to do?